Welcome to our channel where we delve into the rich history and fascinating stories of iconic luxury brands. In this video, we explore the timeline behind Cartier, the legendary French jeweler and watchmaker. From its humble beginnings in 1847 to becoming a favorite of royalty, Hollywood stars, and high society, we uncover the milestones and key events that shaped Cartier's journey to becoming a global icon of luxury and style. Join us on this journey through time as we uncover the fascinating history behind the Cartier brand. Cartier's beginnings. Let me take you back to the early 19th century when a young man by the name of Louis-François Cartier was born in the heart of Paris in 1819. Little did he know that he would go on to become one of the most influential figures in the world of luxury jewelry and watchmaking. As a wide-eyed apprentice, Cartier learned the art of watchmaking under the tutelage of master watchmaker Adolphe Picard. He honed his craft in Picard's small store on Rue Montorgueil, dreaming of one day transforming his passion into a thriving business of his own. And in 1847, that's exactly what he did. Cartier purchased the store from his mentor and set about turning it into a mecca for discerning customers seeking not just watches, but also the finest quality jewelry. But fate had more in store for Cartier than he could have ever imagined. Just a year later, political upheaval swept through France, providing an opportunity for the young entrepreneur to take his business to the next level. And thus began the incredible journey of Cartier, a brand that would come to symbolize timeless elegance and luxury for generations to come. The birth of Cartier in 1847 to 1848. As he grew more successful, he attracted the attention of some of the wealthiest and most influential people in France. His intricate and beautiful pieces soon became the talk of the town, and Cartier's reputation as a skilled jeweler spread far and wide. With his sons Pierre, Jacques, and Louis by his side, Cartier expanded the business further, opening new stores in London and New York. The company became known for its exquisite craftsmanship, unique designs, and unparalleled quality. From the elegant and timeless tank watch to the dazzling diamond necklaces worn by royalty, Cartier's creations continue to captivate and enchant people all over the world. The timeline behind Cartier is a story of innovation, determination, and creativity that has shaped the world of jewelry and watchmaking for centuries. Cartier's first 2 decades, 1848 to 1870. Louis-François Cartier had always dreamed of expanding his small business beyond just selling timepieces. It wasn't until the tumultuous times of the 1848 revolution in Paris, however, that his vision truly started to take shape. With the market for luxury goods in shambles, Cartier focused on buying and selling the finest jewelry he could find, slowly building up his collection and reputation. When his son Alfred joined the business, the two shared a common goal of growing the brand quickly. Little did they know, their path to success would be aided by one of the most unexpected events in history. With Alfred's business savvy and the Cartier name gaining traction in the royal courts of Europe, the company's rise to global luxury brand status was inevitable. Cartiers Era of Innovation, 1870 to 1899. Picture this, it's the year 1870, and Paris is on the brink of chaos with a new socialist uprising. For Alfred Cartier, it was an opportunity to expand the business in ways he never imagined. The revolution forced the aristocracy to flee, but they couldn't access their wealth due to restricted bank access. With their only assets being jewelry, they turned to Cartier for help. Sensing the chance to create a world-class collection, Alfred offered them just pennies on the dollar for their finest pieces. Desperate for any money they could get, the aristocrats handed over their prized possessions. Cartier had suddenly become the owner of one of the most exquisite jewelry collections in all of France for a fraction of its worth. The Paris Commune may have ended within months, but Alfred's foresight and business acumen had laid the foundation for the future success of Cartier. As France returned to peace, people were once again free to indulge in luxury items, and Alfred was ready with his new collection to cater to their every desire. The late 19th century saw Cartier's reputation soar to new heights as their creations adorned the necks, wrists, and ears of the rich and famous. From European royalty to Hollywood stars, everybody who was anybody wanted a piece of Cartier's exquisite jewelry. As demand for their products continued to rise, Cartier was faced with the challenge of finding larger premises to meet the needs of their expanding business. They moved several times over the years, each time seeking a larger space to house their growing collection. But in 1899, the ultimate location was secured. A prime spot was found on the luxurious Rue de la Paix in the heart of Paris. This was the perfect location for Cartier to showcase their stunning designs and cement their status as one of the world's most sought-after jewelers. The new showroom was an instant success, attracting clients from all over the world who wanted to experience the magic of Cartier for themselves. Transformation at Rue de la Paix. Louis-François Cartier's demise. Alfred Cartier had an ambitious vision for the future of the company. He knew that to stay ahead of the game, he had to expand Cartier's reach beyond the streets of Paris. With this in mind, he set his sights on other major cities around the world. In 1909, the first Cartier store outside of France opened in London. It was an immediate success, with members of the British royal family becoming regular customers. Within a few years, Cartier had established itself as the premier jeweler in London, and the company continued to expand across the globe. Alfred's desire to push the boundaries of the brand didn't stop there. He also wanted to explore new frontiers in design, and he encouraged his team of artisans to push themselves creatively. This led to some of the most iconic jewelry designs in history, including the famous Cartier Panther. As Cartier continued to grow in popularity and influence, it solidified its reputation as the epitome of luxury and sophistication. Alfred's vision had come to fruition. Cartier was now a global brand, synonymous with elegance, quality, and exclusivity. Cartier's glittering era, 1904 to 1920. The Cartier brothers were a dynamic trio, a force to be reckoned with in the world of jewelry making. Their passion and dedication to their craft were unrivaled, and it was this commitment to perfection that set them apart from their competitors. Louis Cartier, the driving force behind the Cartier brand, was a man of uncompromising standards. He had an eye for detail like no other and would settle for nothing but the best. This ethos was evident in every piece of jewelry that bore the Cartier name. From the iconic Maharaja of Patiala's necklace with its stunning arrangement of diamonds to the first ever wristwatch, Louis and his team of craftsmen pushed the boundaries of what was possible in jewelry making. The Cartier brand quickly gained a reputation for excellence, and it wasn't long before they set their sights beyond the borders of Paris. With Louis at the helm, they expanded into major cities around the world and eventually to 125 countries. Everywhere they went, they brought with them a level of craftsmanship that was unmatched. The Cartier name became synonymous with luxury and extravagance, a symbol of wealth and status. Today, Cartier remains a household name, a brand that is synonymous with quality and style. The legacy of Louis Cartier lives on in every piece of jewelry that bears the Cartier name, a testament to his unwavering commitment to perfection. From the iconic tank watch to the dazzling diamond-studded pieces that adorn the wrist and necks of the world's elite, Cartier continues to revolutionize the jewelry industry with its innovative designs and uncompromising standards. Step into the world of Cartier and experience the craftsmanship that knows no bounds, a legacy that has spanned over a century and continues to captivate and inspire today. The Roaring Twenties and beyond. Cartier's expansion 1920 to 1940. Pierre Cartier was a man with a vision. He knew that the world was changing and that Cartier had to change with it. His decision to expand the business to New York was a bold move, but it proved to be the making of the brand. The purchase of the Hope Diamond was a stroke of genius, putting Cartier on the front pages of every newspaper in America. But Pierre was not content to rest on his laurels. He knew that to maintain the company's position at the top, they needed to keep pushing the boundaries. And push them they did. The 1920s and 30s saw Cartier producing some of the most iconic pieces in the history of jewelry. The Art Deco movement was in full swing, and Cartier was at the forefront. The tank watch, designed by Louis Cartier, became a design classic, worn by everyone from celebrities to royalty. And the pieces kept coming, from the extravagant Maharaja of Patiala necklace to the simple and elegant Trinity ring. Cartier proved time and again that they were masters of their craft. As the world stood on the brink of war once more, Cartier remained steadfast. The brand had weathered the storms of the past and had emerged stronger than ever. The Cartier brothers had created a legacy that would stand the test of time, a brand that would become synonymous with luxury and elegance. And they had done it all through hard work, determination, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. The post-war era and the acquisition of Cartier, 1945 to 1964. Amid the chaos and uncertainty of the Great Depression, Cartier managed to stay afloat by setting its sights on the Far East. Unlike its competitors, who were struggling to stay afloat in the US and other affected regions, Cartier was doing brisk business in China, Japan, and other Asian countries. The company's reputation for quality and craftsmanship had spread far and wide, and people were willing to pay top dollar for Cartier's exquisite jewels and watches. However, despite this success, tragedy struck when both Louis and Jacques passed away in 1942. Pierre was left to run the business alone, and upon his death in 1964, the decision was made to sell each branch of the company separately. For the first time in over a century, there was no Cartier at the helm of Cartier. But the brand refused to die. In 1972, a group led by French resistance hero Robert Hawke set out to buy back all the various branches of Cartier. And they succeeded. Today, Cartier is once again a single entity with over 200 stores in 125 different countries. From its humble beginnings as a small watchmaking workshop in Paris to a global luxury brand, Cartier has proven that true greatness knows no bounds. Thanks for watching.